So it is a 25th episode of the Binch Bros podcast. What's up, everybody? I'm Keo.
I'm Sejun.
And this is a podcast in which we talk about video games and video game-like stuff.
Wow.
I don't know, like accessories and stuff. I don't know.
We can't start one without a flub.
We can't. I mean, I don't know. It's always hard. We gotta throw some bits and some memes.
Some memes.
Some memes.
Describe what a meme is.
A meme is a joke. It's just, it could be anything. What a meme is. I mean, that's my definition of a meme. And that's all. I'm
meme
changing.
Stands from memetics. So you're making a meme by memetically calling, using the word meme as with a different meaning.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm just making. I'm using a word that's used a lot and changing it and making it a new idea out of it. But it's just in my own head, which is fine because I don't want.
You're not trying to affect social understanding.
No, I'm not. I think I like the word meme.
Yeah, I think you do too. You say it all the time.
It's weird, but I like the way I use it as a meme.
As a meme. You know what game you should play if you love the word meme?
What's that?
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Oh.
They talk about memes like for like a good hour at the end of that game. They're just like, it's the memes that are being passed on, not the genes.
Oh,
and you're just like, oh my goodness.
Yes, I'd so play it for that bit. But yeah, welcome to the Binch Bros podcast, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about Final Fantasy 15 Knight's Tale.
King's Tale.
Fuck. King's Tale. Alright, so I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, it's boring. Alright, let's move on.
We finished it and we're done. There's nothing to it.
Let's talk about
Alright, moving on.
I'm more interested in.
So, moving on to what games we played this week.
So what'd you play this week?
I played a lot of games. I finished The Last of Us. Oh, we'll do the same thing again, right? So I'll say what I played this week, and then the titles, and then you will say yours, and we'll do rock paper scissors again.
Who went first last time?
I went first. I actually should go first then. Yeah, let's do it like that. Fuck it. But I played Last of Us. I finished that. I got PS4 VR. I just got that yesterday, so I started messing around with that. I played Steep, the free weekend game.
You okay? You sound like you're crying.
I burped. It happens every time I talk whenever we do recordings. But I'm playing Steep. I played Steep, and I think
is the free weekend over?
I think the free weekend ends like at 12 tonight, which is Sunday.
Are you upset that I'm keeping you from Steep?
Oh no, dude! I'm like, I'll talk about it when it's my turn. But yeah, those are the games that I played. I think there's something else, but I can't remember. But so far, I mean, I played a little bit of Battle Right as well on the PC.
Battle Right.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, tell me about that later.
Yeah, what'd you play?
So I played NieR, Automata, Automata. I don't know. The word is automaton, right?
You started saying automata, and then you said it automata.
There's a word automaton. Which the plural of automaton is automata or automata.
Yeah.
Automata? Probably automata.
Automata. I thought it was automata. No, automata.
They call it automata, so let's just call it what they call it.
Oh, I see. Automata. So, like, in the game, they say automata.
In the game, they don't say automata. They say machine life forms and androids.
Okay.
But everyone in the game is an automata.
Yeah.
An automaton.
Yeah.
You know, it's all right, so let's jump into it, okay? Big game, lot to talk about.
Is that the only game you played this week?
I think so. I spent a lot of time with that game this week.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what else did I play this week? I don't play anything else. Did I play anything
I'm not sure.
You?
I mean, just Overwatch, but I mean, we can't go.
I didn't play Overwatch.
Did it?
No,
we did.
Oh, did I? I was on chat with you guys while you were playing Overwatch.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess you did just play NieR Automata.
Yeah. No, I dived in deep.
Oh yeah.
Okay, a little bit of backstory, I guess. NieR, the original NieR, is one of my favorite games, but it's not like a good game in terms of design. It's fantastic. Like, it's one of the most interestingly designed video games ever, but it doesn't play well, you know? And it doesn't like it outweighs that for me. You know, I'm like, oh, I don't care that it like isn't very fun to play all the time because it's so interesting. You know, like I can deal with it. Like it like goes from, you know, all these genres. It goes from like a third person action RPG to like a side scrolling game to like a bullet hell to like a text adventure.
And there's like a whole bunch of like different game mechanic changing elements to it.
And then also on top of that, this like the story, Yoko Taro is the man who made NieR and NieR Automata, and he made the Drakengard series, and they're all connected because like NieR Automata or NieR I have to say this is crazy. So NieR takes place after the ending D of Drakengard, which everyone thought was this crazy like a bad ending that you get, you know, like a crazy joke bad ending.
Oh, so okay, so ending D is like the fourth ending.
Yeah. So Drakengard, one of the endings in the darkest ending in Drakengard is Drakengard's a bad game, but it's like interesting, you know. But it's like, but anyway, the ending is like this crazy ending where like, you know, like the main character who's like a terrible person because Taro is interesting. Okay, the director of these games, because he this is like before The Last of Us, before like Spec Ops: The Line and stuff like that. He was thinking about like video games and violence, right? And stuff like that. Like, and he was like thinking video games are weird because like they reward you for being violent and for killing people. Killing is like horrible, and it's weird to be rewarded for that. Yeah. So he made the main protagonist of Drakengard like this psychopath, you know? And so like he's got a reason for doing what he's doing, but like as the story goes on, it's like more and more he's like unhinged, you know, and he's like clearly like in the wrong. I mean, he's also in the wrong, you know, no one's good. And then so at the ending D, what happens is the main protagonist and his dragon, Angelus, they get transported to this is a medieval setting, right? And they get transported into like 2006 Shinjuku, Japan.
Interesting. Oh wait, that's like the future. So those look like futuristic or whatever.
No, 2006, like today at the time, you know. Like,
okay.
And then you know they get shot down by the Japanese military, and you're like, oh, that's crazy. What a crazy weird ending. NieR came out, and it takes place after that ending, that weird ending. Yeah. And like because they shot this dragon down, like this horrible disease spread. I'm not gonna get into the nitty gritty, but like NieR takes place like hundreds of years, maybe thousands of years after I think thousands of years, after that event. Yeah. And that game is influenced a lot by 9/11 and the War on Terror, about like two sides like both thinking they're in the right, you know? Yeah. And like so like you play through the game, and it's also a game with multiple playthroughs and endings, and like you play through it the first time and it's like this like pretty good story. Then you play through it a second time, and now you get to understand what all the enemies are saying, and it just becomes this heartbreaking story, you know? This is also before Spec Ops: The Line and Last of Us, and it's also about a father caring for his daughter, you know, like it's like kind of, it was interesting at the time before Last of Us, like, you know, it was like a thing you didn't get too much. That game had many endings, and they were crazy. And NieR Automata takes place after ending D of NieR, many thousands of years after that.
Okay.
So that's the setup of this game. In this game, the basic premise, like that you know in the beginning, is at some point well into the future of NieR, aliens invaded. Which is crazy because like what, you know, like when were aliens part of this universe? But that happened. Aliens invaded, and humanity had to leave Earth, and they went to the moon. And so humanity sent these androids to fight on behalf of humans, and the aliens sent these robots, these machine life forms. Okay. And so it's like a proxy war on Earth.
It's just like it's like sending the pawns out, I guess.
Right. So it's like this war between robots, right?
Yeah.
For like they're both robots in a sense.
Yeah.
And
gears and
right.
Gears and circuits.
And so this war has been lasting for like thousands of years. And this is the 14th machine war. That's like what the setting of this game is. And
so there was so those 13 before that, right?
Yeah.
And this is in the span of like a few years, like a couple years, right?
Thousands of years.
Thousands. Okay.
Yeah, thousands of years. And so like the game takes place in like year 10,000 something. You know, like
all right, that's well.
It's like 8,000 years like from now, like more than 8,000 years from now.
Oh yeah.
And so it's like very very far future. So like so in the game, you know, you play as 2B, Yorha Unit Type 2 or Yorha Unit 2 Type B, this robot, and she has a companion 9S. And there's other characters, but basically how the gameplay works is very similar to the original NieR. Actually, you get all these like gameplay changes. You know, it starts off like a pretty good like shoot 'em up shmup. You know, like very good. Like all the shmup segments in this game, like I like them. They're like not super easy, especially when you turn that difficulty up. Oof, they're very not easy. They're you know, fun, maybe not bullet hell, not that crazy, but like pretty good, you know. And then you got like these like you got the main meat of the game is like this third person character action game, reminiscent of Bayonetta and Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Then you got your side scrolling action at times, and I'm not gonna spoil too much of it, but like you get into other things.
I mean, this game just literally came out too, so
so I'm not gonna talk too much about the deeper other mechanics that there are. Let's just say like let's just say when you beat the game the first time, it'll probably take you around, I don't know, if you're doing a lot of side quests, you're leveling up, you're doing everything you want to do instead of just like racing through the story, you know. It'll take you like, 20 hours, 25 hours, right? Maybe 30. So it's like, pretty good chunk of time.
That is a lot, yeah.
That's the beginning. Like as
25
soon as,
hours is the beginning.
Well, I mean, you could end it in like, you could just run through the story missions and probably like way less than that. But like,
oh, okay.
When the game ends, that's the beginning. Because then you realize how the game works. So you play through the game a minimum of 3 times. Right? Like, that's like the main story. It's separated into 3 playthroughs. And like, you, and the thing is, the game is really good about, like, changing things up. So like, when you play through it the second time, you're not doing the same things that you were the first time, and you're seeing things from different, like way different perspectives and stuff, and it's like it adds so much context to everything, and like it's all about adding context and like obscuring some things, and it's very interesting and very cool. But like, so all that's great, that sounds like Yoko Taro, it sounds like his type of game. It's very depressing, sad, interesting world that he created. Really good characters. Now Platinum is the company that's developing this game. Yeah, Platinum Games, and they were known for being fantastic, and they haven't made a good game in a while, right? Yeah. So people were like, when this game was announced, people were pumped. Okay, let's just say that. People were excited. And then as it's getting closer to release with their other releases, people are like worried. You know?
Yeah.
Like their reputation kind of tanked in the meantime, right?
Yeah.
And then this game came out, and it's I think they've absolutely redeemed themselves.
That's good.
Yeah, I think Platinum is back. This is the first like fun to play Yoko Taro game. Like he's like this guy who's been like he's this director who's been like shackled by bad game like development. You know what I mean? Like he's so interesting, and his ideas are so good, and his writing's phenomenal, and his games like aren't fun to play and are usually ugly, and you know what I mean? Like there's a lot
it's
wrong
like
with
choppy
them.
or something's wrong with it.
Yeah, like Drakengard 3, Jesus, it couldn't hold the frame rate to save its life.
Yeah, no optimization.
But like this game is great. It's smooth. It hitches here and there actually, but it's not a graphical thing. It's because it's connecting to the network, because there's this whole online component to this game that's very weird. Like whenever people die, like you can find their bodies.
And people meaning like other players that are playing NieR Automata.
Exactly, yeah. And so you'll find their bodies, and you can like scavenge them, or you can like repair them and have them be like a temporary ally. Mm-hmm. It's very weird. I didn't even get into the chip system, which is so interesting. Oh, gosh. The chip system is crazy.
I want to say before you go into the chip system that I really like the whole like. It might be. Hold on. So the 25 hours, right? That's through one playthrough.
Yeah, like if you're doing all of the side quests that you're trying to do, you're like, exploring every quarter, because it's an open world game. I don't think I mentioned that. It's like, it's not like Ghost Recon Wildlands Bolivia or something. It's not that huge, but like it's like it's not big. It's not like that big in terms of an open world, but it's like nice, and it's got verticality in it. A lot of climbing up, and like you're trying to get to places that you're like, how do I get there? And then like later you're like, oh, I learned this thing. If I do that mid-air, I might be able to like extend my like glide or whatever. Yeah,
but it's 25 hours, right, for one playthrough, and you have to go through it 3 times to actually finish the story, right?
Well, it's shorter. It's shorter on the second playthroughs because it carries over your progress. So maybe if you beat the game like the first playthrough, you could beat it in like, I don't know, probably 10, 15 hours, right?
Yeah.
Then like playthrough 2 might be like 30 something hours. You know what I mean? Because like it depends on like when you're diving into all the side stuff. If you want to even dive into the side stuff, you don't have to. Like, but like because it carries over all your side quests, like everything, like. And all your weapons and all your upgrades and like all
like
of that
a new
stuff
game plus type thing.
Yeah, exactly. It is a new game plus, except like it's like
a requirement.
It's like more than that. Yeah, it's like
Okay, I know we don't want to try to get into like spoiler territory, but I do want to say that I do like that kind of stuff, like as a game mechanic, I guess. Is that a mechanic? Game design?
Yeah.
Where you pretty much like start over type thing, but there's obviously changes, and I really like that about that.
Well, I mean, I hope this isn't a spoiler. Mm-hmm. It might be a little bit in terms of not story, but in terms of a reveal of how the structure of the game works. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. If you really don't want to hear about this, fast forward like 30 seconds, I guess. But like so playthrough A and B are over the same like course of time, right? It's like new game plus. You're playing through the same events differently. Playthrough C starts after playthrough A. You know what I mean? So you get like the next bit of story during playthrough C. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you get like further events that happen.
Okay.
And there's 3 endings that branch from that.
Okay.
So
nice.
And then and also in total there's like 26 endings in this game.
Jesus.
But only 5 of them are like true endings, and the other 19 are
like resets.
They're like non-standard game overs, you know, like
yeah.
But I mean, it's funny the way they do it, like, you know, and there's obviously like you get them by experimenting, you know, you might see something, you're like, the game's like, hey, don't do this, and you're like, what happens if I do it? And then you might get a non-standard game over, you know.
Yeah.
But
that's cool.
Yeah, and I mean, it's fantastic. It's got this like great like customizable like system of like, is the RPG way it works is like you get these chips that you can like fuse, and like you can get like they cost something to put in, you know, so you can find like a cheaper version of it and put that in. You want to get like the cheapest versions possible so you can fuse them together so it doesn't cost a lot to like insert into your brain. And if you have them, you can like do everything from like remove HUD elements to make room. You can remove every bit of your HUD pretty much to make room. You can add in like you know, there's one chip early on that helped me a lot through my first playthrough was this chip called auto use item, and if I would get below 30% health, it would just pop a healing item for me. I wouldn't have to go into the menus, you know. And it was like,
you have to go to the menu. It's not like a button, a quick.
No,
button.
I mean it is pretty quick. You just hit down and then circle. But like during the hectic combat, sometimes you're like, oh god, you know, like this is a lot. Like, so hitting down and circle might be like a little too much while you're trying to like survive, you know.
Yeah.
And so like another great chip that I had early on was anti-chain damage, which means if you take a hit, you have early on it's only like you can't be hit again for 30 seconds, you know, or something like that. Later, I upgraded that chip to like 4 seconds. Like I can't be hit again for 4 seconds. You know,
it pretty much increases your immunity after.
Yeah, so like
chain.
Yeah, and like so if you get hit, like it really helps out during like bullet hell, right? Because like if a bullet hell, if like there's like 50 bullets coming at you, you only, like, and they're all lumped up in one big thing, maybe only one of them will hit you, and the rest of them will pass through because you're not being able to. You have like invulnerability. Yeah, type. Yeah, which normally you wouldn't, so it would hurt you.
Yeah.
It's also like
But that like obviously costs your resources in it, so you're sacrificing those resources to really increase those. And I'm pretty sure it costs a lot because that's a lot of seconds of
4 vulnerability. Seconds. Well, I found all the cheapest so these chips drop from enemies when you're fighting them. You know, it's like loot. Okay. And so I found like once I found the cheapest versions of anti-chain damage, I started adding them together. You know, but yeah, it's great. The action's great. The weapons are really cool. All the weapons have different there's 4 weapon types, but like you can equip 2 at a time onto like a loadout, and like you can, depending on which order you equip the 2, they have different like combos. Yeah. And so you have like, you know, 16 probably or more like potential like combo like ideas, but like on top of that, each weapon has its own like status effects and stuff like that, like that when you upgrade them, like one of them like will stun enemies better, one of them will like, you know, if you have full health you'll be doing a lot more damage, one of them if you have like low health you'll be doing a lot more damage, you know, stuff like that. There's a lot of good stuff there to explore, and it's just like a crazy cool game. There's like secrets I didn't find until like because I completed this game like fully thoroughly, right? Like I played like 60 hours or whatever, and towards the end of that game there was a like towards the end of the, not towards the end of the game, but like towards my end of the game, like at the very end, I was like, I don't even think I checked this area out. Like, and I like jumped down a cave further than I have before, and all of a sudden there's this whole new area with all these other enemies that I'd never seen in the whole game. And I was like, what? I love that stuff. I love stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, it's secret like little area things.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it's an awesome game. One of the coolest games I've played in years.
Yeah, you did mention that outside of podcast.
Yeah, like it's incredible. It's like it's like the best game this year for like I haven't played Zelda, but I mean like it's like my type of game. You know what I mean? So for me, it's probably the best game I played this year. I also love Yakuza so much. So like this year's been crazy for me.
It's been crazy for all of us.
Yeah, I mean like
good.
This is what I'm saying, right? Like Horizon Zero Dawn is like, yeah, that game's okay. It's not okay. That game's phenomenal. But like because of all these other like amazing games, I'm just like, yeah,
it like lowers it down now. So
no, Horizon Zero Dawn is amazing. Like everyone should play that game. But I'm like,
you have other games to compare it to now, like newer games as well. Like, and they're also good.
What's that game? For Honor, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't like want to touch that game. And like it's not because the game's bad. The game's great. It's a cool game.
Yeah, right? Mechanically yes, it's great.
Yeah.
But obviously Ubisoft servers, and I think we all know what's going on with that.
Well, I mean like despite that, like it's like
despite that.
Like it's
it's good.
Here's the thing, like Horizon or not Horizon, For Honor is just like I don't think I'm gonna go back to that. Like and it's cool. It's a cool game, but it's like there's so much good stuff.
It's too much. It's like too much, and there's still more to come as well.
Yeah, dude. A friend of mine recently asked, Timmy asked recently, hey, like there isn't any other crazy big games coming out, right? And I'm just like thinking, like, shit, Persona 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, Prey, Prey's coming out.
Prey, I'm gonna try. Probably gonna pick that up. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
it's a scary game or thriller. I guess
it's like BioShock, System Shock.
Yeah.
Well,
that's coming out right, and then I want to say Splatoon as well. Splatoon 2. Once I get Switch, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, dude, Splatoon 2.
There's just a lot of games that are still coming through, and we're barely hitting the first part of this year.
So I want to make a plea to everyone listening. Even if you've never played NieR and don't know anything about NieR, play Automata, because it stands alone. Like the story has references to the other games, but like I know, like looking online, most people who haven't played the original who are reviewing this game are still just in love with this game as people who have been following it are,
right.
And and it is a game that has like deep ideas, like deeper questions about like life and like what it means to be a person and what it means to like be a hypocrite.
Philosophical memes.
Yeah, and like that's his work in a nutshell. Yoko Taro, right? He always really asks these like hard questions, like and like I mean that's what I respect about him. Like I love Spec Ops: The Line. I love like the idea of what Undertale is doing. I love like these types of I love the ending of Braid. Like I love these harder
question.
It's not like I love The Last of Us. And I think the ending of The Last of Us is like one of the like really poignant moments of that game, but like the game itself doesn't like isn't asking. I mean, no, it is. I don't know, it's cool, whatever. Like Last of Us is great.
Yeah, it's good. I'm not sure if it's asking big questions though.
Exactly. Like I mean, maybe a little bit here and there. Like you kill a lot of people in The Last of Us, and it's like it's not.
It kind of just, and I mean, like it's for good reasons, and like people do things in Last of Us that are for good reasons too. But it's like a different world though.
See, that's interesting that you said that, because like I might read that completely differently.
Yeah,
The Last of Us is cool. It does that stuff, not as overtly as like Taro's games and like Spec Ops and like games like that. Where
I need to get into his games. Like I have Spec Ops. I'll probably like give that.
He
a
didn't
shot
do Spec Ops. Spec Ops is like a Jaeger, but I mean that reminds me of like his games like, too, like because they're asking these types of questions, about like Spec Ops is great. Spec Ops is like a short run through, You know, it's like it'll take you like less than 20 hours to beat Spec Ops for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't play that great. That's the thing. Like, it's like it plays fine. It's like a
it's older shooter as well too. So like,
it felt old when it came out, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, it didn't like feel like this came out post Vanquish. You know, like the third person shooter was like perfected, and then you're like coming out with shit like that. You know, but I mean, where it lacked mechanically, it made up in ideas, and NieR Automata is the first game like that I've played where not only is it mechanically superb, but it also doesn't come at the expense of creativity and this like ideas, you know, discussion points, you know, like so this is like cool because like every other video game like this has been like, yeah, that game has a lot to say and it's great, but it's not very fun to play. Like, this is the first game where it's like, this game is a blast to play and it has a lot to say. And it's, you know, like, so like,
it has everything.
Yeah,
almost everything.
Yeah, that's why it's like one of the best. It's like, not since like Metal Gear Solid 2 has there been a game this like interesting. And it doesn't piss you off like that game did at the time.
Yeah, you really got to pick it up then.
Yeah, it's like
this so many games.
Is the Metal Gear Solid 2 of our generation.
Yeah,
which is huge.
It's crazy.
That's an insane thing to say, but like,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, definitely pick it up. Then I wanna, but I have like a backlog games. But yeah,
I know.
If you're throwing our
friend Tanner recently just picked up Ghost Recon Wildlands and Horizon Zero Dawn. And he's like, and he was watching me play Automata, and he's just like, "Damn it, I have to buy this now too." Like, yeah, dude, you gotta buy all these games.
It's crazy. It's just crazy, man. We keep talking about like the beginning of this year and how 2017 is gonna be a good year, and man, we're in like the thick of it right now.
Yeah,
it's only gonna get thicker from here.
I want to add,
I
think we were on the money with Ghost Recon Wildlands. It's been reviewing it's like one of the first games that came out that I noticed that's like a big title that's like not reviewing in the 9s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like getting like 7s and 8s, you know? And like...
Yeah, like a little above average scores.
Yeah, and I get that because like mechanically it seems pretty sound. It's got that like open world loop that like seems... fucking boring to me, but like whatever, people like it. You know?
No, I mean it's like alright, but it's, I don't know, it's just not, it's like other games that you need to play. Like we got like Overwatch and stuff, and like I'd rather just kind of just spend my time doing that instead of doing these loop quests, I guess. But I mean, there's like, at least you're progressing. And I'll post some like Overwatch, I guess. I guess Overwatch is better.
Well, I mean, when you said we got other games to play, I thought you were talking about like all the other games that are coming out this year, like that are amazing.
No, that too. That too. I just switched straight to Overwatch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend any time playing Ghost Recon if I'm playing. I mean, I'm gonna play some shitty games this year. Like me and Jingle are getting the next Senran Kagura game like next week. Like,
shitty games?
Well, I mean, like we don't know. I thought
you said it was a good game.
We don't know. Like they haven't made like a phenomenal video game.
Right.
You know, their games are all like all right, but like they're more like guilty pleasures, right?
I feel like it actually might be pretty good since it's not
this
really
one
that
does
hyped.
seem really good. Like the more I look into it, I'm like, this looks like a dope shooter. Like it just looks like fun and fast paced in a way like Vanquish is. So like I mean if it's like this might be like, you know how NieR Automata is like the game that has a lot to say, but it also plays really well. Like Splatoon.
Jesus.
Senran Kagura might be like the game that's like really perverted, but also plays really well. You know, it's like that's
and has a lot to say.
Yeah, that's like a first one of those too. There's never been one of those before.
That's true. That is true. I feel like there needs to be a male version as well, but it's not gonna play out well for most people, I don't think.
I think you're right. There should be a male version. Gender inclusivity, man. And there is there is like cheesecake games with men in it, but I mean they've always been like played more for comedy. You know, like I could think of the Choaniki series. You know, a lot of like like homoerotic overtones in that game.
Yeah.
But it like seems to be played more for like oddity than it is like, you know, like I don't know, perversion.
Yeah.
Which like I mean in a sense like Senran Kagura is like a step removed from something like Dead or Alive, right? Where it's like these women aren't realistic looking, and you know the whole premise is like ridiculous, whereas like Dead or Alive is a little more like
they have like story and shit.
No, they just like look more like normal people, you know, like they're it's a little, it seems more perverted, even if does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I Jingle sent me some pictures, so
yeah. But I mean like what is it, like this is a year for video games to like go outside of their comfort zone and like try new ideas and like, but like at the same time be focused on making good games. I'm very excited for that. Like I'm terribly excited for how Persona 5 is gonna do.
I'm scared of that though, because then that just means like next year it feels like it's gonna be a dull. Like we're gonna have another like 2-3 years of these like boring like copy paste games.
I hope there's no copy paste games, but like, I mean, like I don't know. It depends on what you're copying. You know what I mean? Like, Neo copied Dark Souls. Yeah. You know, like, and it received like fantastically. You know, like I think like if you're copying things well, like not copy paste, but copy and add,
modify.
Yeah.
Paste.
I don't know. There's this game I've been wanting to play for so long. It's an indie game called EITR. EITR. It's this
just before.
Yeah, it's this isometric game where you play as this like Viking woman, and it's like a Dark Souls game, but it's like this perspective of Diablo. It looks fantastic, and like I don't know when that game's ever coming out.
Yeah. EITR. It's crazy.
EITR.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just. This is almost too much for my little heart for this year, but I don't know.
But you've been playing games that came out before this year.
Yeah, I have, and I think that's the problem because I'm trying to catch up because I've been slacking on like the past couple of past like years of games.
Like last year
that I was just into.
I think last year, Kyo, it was like playing Watch Dogs 2 when it came out was like, yeah, you should play that game. That's a good game that just came out. Yeah. Playing Watch Dogs 2 this year with all the games that are coming out, it's like, no, you shouldn't play Watch Dogs 2. You should be playing these amazing games that are superior.
Just drop it. I know you already dropped it for like 3 months already, but definitely don't pick it up for sure and play this game.
I mean, like, man, it's like I'm so tempted to buy Zelda for the Switch, but at the same time, like I just got off like 3 different open world gigantic games. I'm not ready.
Yeah, that's another. You need a break. Like you need a break from some of these.
Like Senran Kagura. That's we're gonna be playing a multiplayer shooter. We're not gonna be.
and then you go back into Zelda, and then you go back into another like multiplayer shooter or like. Yeah, multiplayer shooter with Splatoon 2.
I kind of wanted to play that game, Night in the Woods. Remember that indie game that came out? I heard that's fantastic.
Is that a spooking game?
No, it's like it looks cute and smart. It's more like Oxenfree than it seems like than it is like you know, it's not 3D.
Yeah.
Night in the Woods. Yeah.
I think let me look it up, but I don't know. There's a lot of other games too, like on Steam, I guess, and stuff. I don't want to go into like early access stuff because at this point I don't care too much. I think I'm really into like fully developed games at this point.
Yeah.
I feel like with all the games they've been fully developed for years, so and if they're not, fucking No Man's Sky.
Well, hey, did you hear about the No Man's Sky update?
I think I saw something about it.
Yeah, it seems cool. So like you got different guns now.
Don't you have like
you got a car?
The drive now? Yeah.
You got a car. You got different guns. They made like they made it like harder. Like if you die in space, you get like put on the nearest planet.
Yeah, I think they have like the newest thing, like update or the previous update, I guess, was like permadeath. But I don't know. I kind of picked it up. That's the other game I kind of like played, but I literally just played it for like a total of like an hour.
No Man's Sky
total this week. Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm surprised that game isn't
still updating,
isn't being picked up again, because like there's a, I mean, I'm not, because of the damage that they did to themselves, but like it seems like a pretty cool game for those types of fans of that game, you know, like that, like those ideas, like it's like
Minecraft.
Yeah, like of that ilk, right? Like, yeah, like that survival crafting.
It was just missing like the building bits, but like it's still
that's there now, right?
I think, I'm not even sure,
you can build bases in it now.
I'm barely like touching the new shit, but like the beginning is so hard to get. Like it's even harder because they don't like have you near the ship or whatever, at least in survival mode. And like
can you switch it over to survival mode after you beat that beginning section or something?
I don't know. Then it's always the same. There's like it's procedurally generated planet, and then you just have to like collect shit and like repair your ship, and your ship is far away. At least in my seed or whatever, it's far away, and it's really annoying. I mean, that's I've died a couple times, and I'm in like a toxic planet too.
Oh my god!
So like,
you gotta reset your seed.
I like restart. Yeah, it'd probably be easier, but I'm already so far. It's so annoying.
You're already far? I thought you didn't even get to your spaceship yet.
Okay, maybe I did play a little bit longer. This week, like the week after, though, I did play a bit more. Oh my god! But this week I barely played any.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm always excited. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I never hated. I'm never gonna touch that game. It's not for me, right? But I don't disparage the people who made the game. I think like they talked a lot of shit, and it got them in trouble. And I think people overreacted to that way hard and said death threats and stuff, and that's so not cool.
Yeah, that's not the best.
Yeah, people were just being horrible monster idiots. So that's that game. But like, honestly, the fact that they've been at it for like a year, like this game that like got panned and like not sold and everyone hated, and then there was like this like loyal fan base who still wanted it, and so they made the game for them. They like kept making it. You know, they kept developing it, and I'm like, that's respectable. I like that you kept at it.
Yeah, they're like,
it doesn't erase the fact that like a lot of this shit should have been in there in the first place. No, but I mean, good on you.
At least they're trying.
Yeah,
I mean, that's cool. Like, I honestly didn't expect like an update, and especially the like update like to like add new shit.
You know, I hope No Man's Sky gets updated for years to come. I do.
But then the only issue though is like they can't make like other games, and they're gonna be stuck on
make other games.
Yeah, but I mean, they're spending most of their time and resources on that, wouldn't they?
They don't have to. Yeah. I mean, is Overwatch?
Yeah, there's not.
Huh?
There's not really a high demand for like updates on that game anyway, so like they have time to like spend.
Check this out, right? Overwatch is Blizzard's flagship game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Heroes of the Storm gets updates. Diablo 3 is getting an update this year.
Yeah, they always.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, how old is Diablo 3?
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's like 3-4 years old, right?
Yeah.
Like they're coming out with a new character for that game. What the hell?
Fuck, you know? Really?
Yeah, the Necromancer. That's this year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And so it's like, and I mean, obviously, Hello Games is nowhere near the size of Blizzard games, but like, but like, I mean, I'm just
they could always like
you could always work on something on the side.
Yeah, I guess you could have like another like manager, I guess, or something. I don't know how it works, and I need to know because I eventually want to like, you know, get into game design and.
Personally, I feel like that trend is dying. That trend of the games that you like, those games. Like I think they're going away.
The MOBAs?
No, not the MOBAs.
Oh,
the crafting.
I mean,
they're still coming out.
No, dude, yeah, no, they're dying.
But like,
I trust. I believe in you.
Yeah, like the mainstream is over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always gonna be the like, the Steam early access.
Oh God, yeah, that's another
asset flip game. But
yeah, no, dude, like there's a couple of games that are like that too. Like Ark was one of them. Yeah, it was pretty fun for a bit, and then like I was like, eh. There's a couple other ones. Rust was another one.
There's one that's actually pretty popular right now, Conan Exiles.
Yes.
Very popular on PC.
Yeah, I don't care anymore. It's not.
Conan Exiles is the one though where the reason it became popular was mimetically. There was like, it was a meme of this dick slider. You could choose the size of your dick.
Yeah, like, yeah, that is definitely.
And so people like loved it, and so everyone who like wanted that game got it, and it sold like a ton of copies. Like, sold like hundreds of thousands
just for that little design.
I'm sure that like put the eyes on it, and then they saw the game, and they're like, "I want to play this game. This game looks cool." Also, you can mess with your dick. That's funny. And so like they did that, and then
guess
they're bringing it to consoles now, dude.
Yeah,
they're bringing it to consoles without the dick slider. You can't mess with you can't show genitalia apparently because
that's lame.
Microsoft and in Japan, like Japan, your game can't have penises in it apparently.
Yeah,
and Microsoft doesn't want penises on their consoles either.
Yeah,
or something.
Well, fuck. Doesn't matter. I'm done. You're right. You're right to say that like that whole like meme. That whole like genre, if we want to call it, crafting, open world, building. That's gone.
I'm not saying it's like gonna be gone.
It's not it's not gone, but it's the hype's definitely low and definitely down, and it's definitely not.
Yeah, it's not gonna be as popular.
Like I don't think I want to see another one unless it's implemented very well into like a unique like kind of like story based thing. But other than that, like. Yeah, I'm done with that kind of stuff right now. Like I'm.
You know what I need a break from, man, in video games?
Open world?
Yeah. I love open world, but like too many, and they're too big, and there's too much to do. And I mean like that's what was great about NieR. It didn't have like this gross open world with a million things to collect, It's more like hubs, But like but not every game's gonna be like that. Like we're still gonna have Horizon Zero Dawn. You're still gonna have Assassin's Creed whenever that comes out next year.
Yeah, whatever. We don't even know. I don't even know. I don't keep up with them at this point.
I'm gonna get that game.
Hold on.
Come on. I'm gonna get that.
Hold on. What the fuck am I saying? I don't keep up with them. I've been playing the most recent game from them. So what do we have? We have Watch Dogs 2, right? We have For Honor. We have I have to swear there's another one.
Ghost Recon, we played that.
Ghost Recon. And then I'm playing Steep as well for a bit. So what am I talking about? I should know. Like
Ubisoft is like your company, which is funny.
It is
because like
it's weird.
Yeah, they're like, I'd say out of the big game publisher companies, like they're not the least interesting.
They're like low tier. Like
they're not as good as like like Square Enix or something.
Yeah.
They're not as interesting as something like that. Like, but like, or Nintendo, obviously.
I think Nintendo's pretty.
Nintendo,
Sony's, especially right now.
Nintendo and Sony's first party stuff is like incredible.
Yeah.
Like they put Microsoft's first party like doesn't exist. They have like Halo,
and they keep like killing things that are original. Scalebound.
And that's the thing. I want them to do good. You're right. I don't have an Xbox. I would get an Xbox if you put out amazing games.
Yeah.
Like there's literally nothing. Like there's no reason for me to, especially now that you could just play any other games on PC.
Yeah.
Like why am I ever gonna get an Xbox?
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't. There's really no point.
Yeah, like
kind of. I don't know.
The only game that like I've been interested in from Microsoft within the last like year was like Scalebound, and that got canceled.
Yep. We already know that deal.
Yes.
That whole ordeal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Fuck. I kind of forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, Ubisoft. Yeah, I don't know.
You're talking about Steep, bro. You just played Steep.
I don't know where the next Assassin's Creed is going. But yeah,
Egypt.
I've been playing Steep. Yeah, but like I don't know when it's coming out or like.
Or how they're gonna switch it up, right? Because I think people are tired of that formula.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. I haven't been playing their Steep game though, and it's weird because I didn't think I was gonna like it when
open world snow sports. Yeah,
it's weird. So my thing is like Justin messaged us, and I think it was on like PlayStation or like on he texted us and he was like, hey, so Steep is free this weekend. If you guys want to play with me, let's just download it and we'll give it a go or whatever. I was like, all right, yeah, sure. I'll go on the App Store right now. I'm at work. I'll just buy it, quote unquote, buy it for free or for the trial. And then I played it and I was like, fuck, this is actually kind of fun. I didn't think I was going to like it. The only thing it's kind of missing though is like grinding. You can't grind in that game.
Oh, I think you know about the mechanic of grinding.
Yeah, I talk about grinding. I talk about mechanic of grinding.
No, I think like not you mean like literally grinding on a rail.
Yes, grinding on a rail, like, not like grinding like killing animals and stuff.
Leveling up like on a thing, like whatever.
I think that's the only mechanic I don't like. That's not in there, but everything else is kind of cool. Besides the parachuting, that's like it sounds very boring. So there's like 4 different things you could do in the game, which 2 are basically the same thing, but they're like slightly different. But I still choose the one, which it is paragliding, which is using parachute. I think it's called paragliding. Wingsuiting, and you have snowboarding and skiing.
Cool.
Which snowboarding and skiing is the one I'm talking about, where it's like both pretty much the same shit.
So do you ski?
I snowboard more than I ski. I'm a pleb. But yeah, no. It's weird. It's weird how much I enjoy that game a bit. Like I'm actually kind of considering buying it, especially since it's kind of off. On sale.
I really respect that game. I'll never touch it because I don't really care about sports games. But
yeah,
like I respect the zen of that game. Like I think that's really cool that it's not this like noisy. Like I mean, I know that there's some of that. Like when you like end the race, there's like Mountain Dew ads and whatever. But like I like that like it's like it's okay being quiet. And you're just like skiing for like 20 minutes, down a mountain. Like that's sick. Like whoa, you're ballsy.
The coolest thing is like on that game is like it's definitely like a game I would play if I don't know what to play, because you don't even have to do like the quests that are there, like challenges or like time trials or point like accumulation challenges. You could just like go on the top, teleport to the top of the mountain if you have reached that point or whatever, which I think you do in the beginning of the game. And then you could just go down the mountain and just like do tricks or just like slide or whatever.
Yeah, I like that.
And you just get points like that. That's all you do. You can even and then you could even, if you don't want to like do like skiing or snowboarding, you could do wingsuiting, which to get points that way, you just have to get as close as you can to the ground. Not as close as you can, but so long as you start getting points.
Wait, so like, what do you spend your points on?
You can spend on like costumes or like gear.
Is your character customizable too?
Not the character itself. There's like preset like genders and
you can't like mess with
ethnicities,
their like hair
I guess.
And stuff.
No, it's they're all preset, but like they do have like different like voice actors and stuff. But that's probably the only thing, other than because if you're gonna be like realistic, you kind of want to bundle them up anyways because it's kind of fucking cold out there.
Does that affect your character? Like if you're
it doesn't.
Bundled up? No.
It's aesthetic. It's just if you want to look like you're appropriate for the weather.
Yeah, you can't just. Can you choose to wear like a t-shirt and jeans?
You can't.
No?
I don't think you can. No, they definitely have like snow outfits for sure. But no, there's like costumes you could buy.
Is there any weird, silly costumes?
Yeah. There's one where you could like it says superhero costume, right? For like wing gliding. But it's obviously Batman, but it's an actual bat. It's not like the.
Oh, that's
it has like
fun.
a bat face, and then it has like a bat like ears, like not the pointy one, but like the little ovally open ones or whatever.
Yeah, it's like ugly kind of like the ugly.
Yeah, and there's like there's like a like it's like a costume pretty much. There's like costumes you could buy. There's one that I got for mine. It's like it glows in the dark at night.
Ooh.
Which is kind of cool.
Does that help you when you're like skiing down like nighttime slopes?
It's a wingsuit, but it's no, it doesn't do anything. I don't think they do anything. It looks like it does though, because there's one that's like precision wingsuiting. My thing in the game is wingsuiting, by the way. Like I really like doing those. And I don't know, but there's like some shit on the game that would really kind of annoy me a bit.
Okay.
Which is let's say it's the music selection. If you play long enough, which I got to level 13 on this free weekend.
So that's like a lot.
Yeah, I think it's a decent amount of time. Yeah, at least like 8 hours, maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but I just at some point you realize that it's the same songs over and over, and it's like the songs you find on YouTube too, like when people are doing like stunt videos or whatever, and it's kind of annoying, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Can you
I've
turn
heard
the
this
music
song.
off?
I think you can. I haven't messed with that though.
I would like turn the music off and put my own soundtrack on probably.
Yeah, probably, right?
Yeah, because it seems so like zen, like you're just like skiing or wingsuiting like 20 minutes at a time down a mountain. Like,
I mean, when you're doing, I think it would change it up a bit. I think that would be pretty cool if you do like chill music. Yeah, but it does hype you up sometimes too. When
some like Devendra Banhart or something. I don't know, just folk. Just some indie folk. Like
some pipe whistling.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, no, or like put some like, like I don't know, like maybe like actual folk, music like Native American folk songs and stuff like that.
I was about to fucking sing, and it's about to be really bad. Really
don't
offensive.
sing it. Don't try and sing something like that.
I'm good. Anyways, no, I don't know. I think it sucks because like I'm seeing the loop, but I mean like it's like whatever.
Is it a good loop? I mean like that's the thing.
It's all right. Like the songs are all right. Like they're fit towards like adrenaline junkies, I think. So it's like it has those like high beat or like high intensity like BPMs or whatever.
Honestly, so, like, I think I want you to give it a try. Turn off the music, put on your own soundtrack, put on like
if I buy it,
put on some Frank Ocean, just like zone.
I think that'd be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind writing down the slopes of the apps.
Yeah, dude.
Listening to Frank Ocean
is like a 10-minute song. You might be able to listen to that song like while you go down like a slope.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the game. It's weird. It's just weird because like when I do the challenges too, like I'm like, fuck, I really want to beat this guy's score. It's only like I almost freaking hit it. I just got to keep going, and then I find myself doing it like restarting like 50 times trying to get this, and the next thing I know, like an hour has passed.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much like
Ubisoft's really good at that. Like they always give you these things where you're like restarting your like Assassin's Creed. I always do that, like because they always give you those like 100% synchronization objectives.
Yep.
And like you're like playing it and then you like mess it up, so you restart the mission from the last checkpoint. Like you keep doing that.
Yeah, they do that, don't they?
They love that.
It's like it is satisfying sometimes when I beat that score though.
I think it is satisfying. You're right. Yeah.
But I don't know, man. That's pretty much it. There's other thing too, like when I'm snowboarding, like I try to jump over this ledge and then it just glitches out and it just kills my guy, kind of.
But you can
like
die
stops him.
in the game?
Like you could definitely die. Like the thing you can't do is like your character won't get up. The only thing you could do is like hold the triangle button to reset to the last position.
Okay, but is there a permadeath mode? Because that would make that game rad.
No. There isn't. That'd be very interesting. That'd be crazy. But I don't know, man. I played it. I might get it. I might not. It's like a cool game, but I don't know. I could see myself playing it, just waiting. Like if I literally if I don't know what to do.
Are you interested in any of the big games that came out this year? First of all, are you interested in NieR? Are you interested in
yes,
Yakuza, Zelda?
Yeah, yes, I am.
Okay, then I recommend probably holding off on Steep.
Yeah.
Why don't you get one of those other games that you're interested in?
I don't know, man. I'm really itching. I'm really itching for freaking Zelda.
Get Zelda.
The Switch. But like, so this is what happened, right? I wanted to Switch so bad. I was like, fuck, I want something new. I want to do something new. Shit. I got the VR. I got PlayStation VR. I got PSVR.
Damn.
And it's actually not that bad.
That's cool. No, I'm not saying damn, I hear it's great. I'm saying damn, like you didn't get the Switch. Why did you get the Switch?
Well, okay, so like this is a very troubling times over here in where I live. And me and Justin, we went like 3 separate days in the morning at Target. And the 2 times we went, we didn't find the Switch. I was like, shit. All right, we'll come back at this time. This person said that Thursdays they'll have a new shipping stuff coming in. So we go over there. We wait in the morning. We got there earlier this time, and we were with some like 8 other fools that were there. I'm exaggerating. 4 other people there, and they were all waiting for a Switch too. And then the guy came out and said, "Hey, what are you guys looking for?" He's like, "The Switch." Yeah, we didn't get any. He's like, "Fuck." It's like, this is so hard. It's so hard. Justin told me that this is the same thing that happened with like the Wii U. Like it was hard for everyone to get like a Wii U for the first like month.
Okay, how much is a Switch like supposed to be?
300.
300. Okay, never mind. I looked on Amazon. They're selling them for
it's like 400.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up. And it's not really Amazon. That's like other people that's selling for that much. What was it? Walmart has them, and they're selling them. The Walmart is selling them for that much too.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's fucked up.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's weird. Hold on. Could I actually tell? They price match, don't they?
Fuck. What do you mean, Walmart?
Yeah. So I could tell them, hey, fuck that. Look at this. GameStop, 300. Put that shit down.
Yeah, you could try. I don't know what they'd say.
Fuck. I should have tried that. I don't know. Anyways, that's pretty much like my troubles. I wasn't able to pre-order. It just didn't happen. I don't know, man. I'm pissed. Mine's coming in. I did pre-order one for Thursday, but Thursday is so long from now. It sucks.
You pre-ordered a Switch?
Yeah, it's not just the Switch. I had to buy it through a bundle.
Oh well, that's cool though. So you already have one.
Yeah, and I have Zelda and the expansion, and Just Dance.
What expansion?
2017. Expansion for Zelda.
What is this expansion for
Zelda? Sorry. Season Pass.
Oh. You reminded me of like the Nintendo 64. Remember the chip that you put in? What was that? You know what I'm talking about? The expansion.
It's
like for like
cartridge.
Dark. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's that. It's a Season Pass. I went to Season Pass.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean like. Well yeah. So like Zelda. That's gonna be sick when you play that.
Yeah.
I mean do you know if Superhot is on PSVR?
I don't, but that'd be pretty cool. I know of Superhot.
Yeah.
It's like that if you move type things, it will play out.
I know it's on VR. I don't know if it's on PlayStation VR. And I know the VR version's really cool because you can pull you can do like Matrix, you can like lean your body to like avoid the bullets instead of just like move your character. You know, you can like literally like tilt your neck, you know, like to like avoid a bullet, to get right in between two bullets and like, you know, try and do something.
Yeah. I think
that's pretty cool.
Apparently it might come out for PSVR, but there's no.
That's what they're saying.
I think I'm seeing stuff.
So what is it on, like Oculus or something?
Yeah, it's like Oculus. I think it's for sure like HTC Vive was probably a good one as well. But it's like it's weird. Like the motion on this is a little weird. My space is pretty bad for it, I think, because I don't back up and my room is not clean, so I should probably clean it.
I would also I like what is it, the what is it called, that weird like Google Earth in VR. I hear that's really cool.
What the heck? Oh,
have you messed with that?
I think I have. Yeah, well, I messed with it with Google Cardboard, which is Google's version of like VR.
Right.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, like I hear you can like zoom in, like you know what you could do is you could type in like my address, zoom in, and stand on my balcony probably.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't think I messed with that. I remember like a Google like tours thing.
Yeah,
took me places.
I know. I heard people talk about it, and it was like kind of like moving, and they were like, yeah, I went to my old house, like where I used to live in LA. I like went there. I just like stood in my garden. And it was just
Nice.
like, yeah, wow, I didn't realize how close my old house was to like, you know, the Hollywood Bowl or whatever. You know, it's just like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
it's
but
like
seeing
these
it from this,
realizations.
like, yeah, it's just like, oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I like it. I like that
like
stuff a lot.
It's fun. It's fun stuff, man. With the PSVR that I have, it came with PlayStation Worlds.
Did it have?
Which has it has like it has like the classic like PS4 like games that were showcased, like the Shark Tank or Shark Cage thing, as like a London heist one.
Yeah, I know about that one. That one seems cool. Like you're in the car, right?
Yeah, I
Like
played. The
shooting
only thing
people?
I played because I wanted to play with it with my siblings.
Right.
Because I'm gonna throw it downstairs and we're just gonna mess with it and have some fun. And like it's pretty cool with the London heist thing. Like I use my controller because I can't be bothered to pull out the sticks. I don't forget what they're called, motion sticks. Mm-hmm. Just because I can't really configure it and I have to back up a lot further or whatever. But I was playing with the controller, and if it was kind of weird because you know the controller kind of has like a trigger kind of feel to it, or like a gun kind of feel
the
to
R2
it.
button.
So like it was kind of weird. I mean, again,
Wait, so you're
space that I
using
have,
your PS4 controller as your
as like a gun.
Did it feel like, cause like you know how it's like you're
It's
only
gonna be
holding
heavy on like one side. Yeah.
So
So like it's obviously it does break the immersion just a little bit, but like it's not that bad once everything starts moving and I have to like aim and shoot, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
like it's
mean,
crazy.
Like, I feel like immersion in like a video game is like when I was fishing in that stream in NieR, and you're like, that's breaking my immersion. That's like, who cares, you know? But like in VR, it like totally matters.
Yeah, it absolutely matters.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just crazy. There's a whole bunch of stuff on that game, on like the Worlds thing too. Like it's pretty great. When I was doing the shark thing, I actually got creeped out, even though I knew nothing bad was gonna happen, but I still felt like I was in danger. So like my immersion was definitely like in there, and it's pretty good how they done that and everything, and they brought me in.
You know, it'd be
It's
cool,
really good.
but I bet it'd be dangerous. So I get why no company does it. But it's like if there was like some sort of like rumble functionality for the headset.
Yeah, that'd be fucked up.
Yeah, I think it'd be too dangerous. So I think you might
Yeah.
like have someone like freak out or fall over or hurt their head or something.
Yeah, I mean that would definitely pull up the immersion.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
like
if someone,
if your character gets like whacked across the head with like a baseball bat and some like scary, like, tense crime thing.
Yeah,
and, like,
that's
you feel
crazy.
it on your headset.
Or maybe like if there's a scene where your character is like looking at this dude and he has your head and he's just like shaking it or something.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That would be pretty cool. But also, no, that would be pretty cool. I'm not even gonna lie.
You know, because games do this thing right now, right? Where like, oh, jeez, sorry. I hope that stops.
You gotta feed Odie.
Okay,
Jeez,
I think
he's
it's
hungry.
Done for now. So okay. Games do this thing where like, goddamn,
it's okay. It's okay.
Where like, okay, I'm gonna go close that. Okay.
Okay, go for it.
You know when like a explosion happens near your character, and then their vision gets all like white, and then like when it's coming back, it's like you see like things are trailing. You know when you're looking around, and like you hear that ringing in the ears of the protagonist. You know you hear that high pitch like, you know like like that's like all that stuff's like made to add to like immersion, right? Like and like I could see that being crazy in VR. Like think about like if your head like rumpled a little bit when that also happened.
Yeah,
like
that'd
that
be
would
crazy.
But it would also be like dangerous, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. There's these things too, like like on Call of Duty. I can't remember. It wasn't Call of Duty, but there was like a suit that you could wear when you're playing Call of Duty, whatever.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, it's like a suit,
suit,
and every time you get shot, like I guess at a certain point, which is weird because it's weird. How is it gonna like tell? But if you get shot like in the chest, you'll feel it. You'll feel like impact on your chest. Oh yeah, it was electric, like shock or something, huh? Like a shock on your chest, maybe on your back and your like sides and stuff. And like I think adding that to it, like it increases that as well. But that's still really dangerous too.
Yeah, just go fucking play paintball.
Yeah,
that's like.
But I think it also kind of like get your muscles like going too, right? Because it's like those ab thingies where
the fake like lose weight fast stuff.
I think it's like tone. I think it just tones. I don't think it actually lose weight.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about. The like thing that you strap onto your belly, it turns it into muscle. Yeah,
but I don't know, man. Is it besides all the extra features that are soon to be trademarked under your name? VR is pretty cool. I like it. It's yesterday we said we were gonna do the podcast, but thankfully you said can we reschedule because it was like late. But also, I had a headache as well. I think I played on it for too long. And
you had a VR headache.
Yeah, I think at some point I'll get used to it, but you probably still. I think it's still recommend that you don't play for too long either way. I mean, I think you should have played video. I think in general you shouldn't play video games for long anyways. It's like what, an hour? You have to play an hour and then take a 10-minute break or something, and then you could go back on or something is like the thing.
I ain't your fucking dad. You're an adult. Well, you choose how long you want to play video games. That's
true, but that's like the the basic recommendation, like
maybe for like a growing child or something, right? Like, I mean, I don't know what
okay, what are you talking about? As a growing child, that was my life.
No, but I mean, like for like adults, I don't know if there is like I don't know what the safe recommendation for video game like.
You haven't heard anyone say like leave after an hour and go just rest your eyes. You haven't seen that? Like not even that, like also like
it pops up in some video games
too. Yeah,
like Metal Gear Solid 4 says something.
They all kind of say the same thing, like take after an hour, like take a break or whatever.
Okay, I'm looking this up. How long should you play video games?
Yeah,
I don't even know if this is a thing. Anything more than 1 hour and less than 3 puts gamers on a level playing field with non-gamers in terms of satisfaction and social benefit. That said, allowing your child to play between 1 to 3 hours per day doesn't seem to particularly hurt them either. What? See, it's about kids. Like,
okay, all right. No, fuck them.
How long should
fuck the kids?
Adults play video game. I'm writing this. Adults play video game.
No, yeah, we should know this.
I don't think there's nothing there. There's like. All the articles that pop up are like, is it okay if you play video games when you're an adult? Like, why would an adult man play video games? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Social stigma more than physiological detriments.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about that because I don't give a fuck about social.
We're a video game podcast. Of course we don't care.
Yeah, I do care.
Wait, why do you care?
I do care a little bit because just because, I don't want to be... I don't want to be hazed. You know
no
what I'm
one's
saying?
hazing you. You don't go to fucking. You're not in a fraternity.
All right. Well, then fuck them then. Jesus. But no, I got a headache. It's weird too, because like, I think eventually I'll be good with it. But there was like some game, because I was just testing out everything. I think the fact that I tested out everything is good, because I think I found that like some games that are like, okay, this is not doing my head right or whatever. Also, I did feel a little bit of warmness in my tummy.
Whoa.
So that's a little new for me, to be honest, because I typically don't get that.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know if that's from that.
Yeah, well, isn't that like the motion sickness, like the nausea and stuff?
Oh.
I feel like that's it, isn't it?
Nausea. It's funny. I don't usually feel nausea like in my stomach.
I think that's how
feel
people
it in my like head.
I think that's how people feel, because like I was watching a like PS4 review on like Resident Evil 7 or whatever.
Yeah, did you do that one yet?
No, hell no. Maybe, who knows? Not alone for sure. But I saw this review on it, and the girl that did it, she said that she definitely felt like warmness in her stomach, like usually that's like initiation.
Did you feel the
like,
warmness?
whatever.
Did you feel the warmness before you saw that video?
No. What?
See, so you saw the video first, and then you felt the warmness in your stomach?
Oh, I see. So probably it's like what's it called? Fuck.
Like a placebo?
It's a word. Placebo. So it's probably like a placebo. That's true.
Yeah, that sort of
that does
idea.
suck. I really wish I didn't see it now, because now I'm probably going up what she said. I'm going to have to test this out on like other people now.
Yeah.
See,
well, you can't test it on me.
How's your stomach?
Yeah, you can't test it on me, because like...
Yeah.
Now I know about the warmness in the stomach.
Oh, you know, I can't test it with you. I'll test it with. Oh, I have friends coming over tonight. I'll bust it out.
To make sure you don't mention warmness on the stomach.
Yeah, hopefully not. But yeah, no. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. It's fun. There are some games that are like, yeah, that kind of sucks. My neck hurts, because like some of them like require you to like use your head to aim, which I think is not the best. It should be like, obviously like PlayStation, if I use the motion controllers, those are a bit better, and I can use those to aim. But if you're just using the controller and you have to use your head to aim, that kind of sucks, because now I'm like thrusting my head forward to like use like the gravity or whatever, and like I'm doing that constantly. I look like I'm going fucking crazy.
You know what would be cool is if they had like a gun with a scope in the game, right? Or whatever,
okay,
like you know, like a sight on it, right?
Yeah.
And like, you know, you have like a gun peripheral, and you're wearing your VR headset, you know? So it's like you're not aiming where you're looking, you're aiming where the gun is pointing.
Yeah.
And so you like can look down the scope of the gun.
Yeah.
But like you could also just like run. Yeah, Killzone had a gun peripheral, didn't it? Did it have a thing where you could stick your like PlayStation Move controller into like a assault rifle?
No, on the PlayStation. Yeah, on the PlayStation, and actually
like PlayStation 3
box,
or something.
No, the PlayStation VR, PSVR box. It actually says enhance your VR experience by getting these peripherals. And I was like, what the fuck?
Is one of them like a gun?
It was that was the gun thing. Yeah, it's on the box.
Yeah, that like came with Killzone 3, I think.
Nice.
Like way back in the day, but for PS3. But like yeah, the Move was a thing back then too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so like that'd be fun to use like in VR.
Yeah, it'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Would you play The Last of Us in VR?
Is it VR compatible?
No.
Apparently, Tomb Raider is.
Yeah, only that one
Rise
thing.
of Tomb Raider?
Only that like mansion part.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Yeah.
All right, great.
It was like there was big news about it. It was like, yeah, this mansion part is VR, and it also makes you throw up, and so don't play it in VR.
That's lame.
Yeah, it didn't get received very well, the VR in Tomb Raider.
Ugh, God. All right, well, whatever. I don't know, man. I'm gonna try testing out some games and see, because I have the demo disc, and I've played a few of those games. Bound is probably one of the games I want to pick up.
So Bound, I wanted to play that even not on VR, but I never ended up playing it. So how does it work in VR?
I have no idea. I didn't get to play the demo on that one because for some reason the demo disc didn't have it loaded. But apparently the demo disc is on PlayStation, the PlayStation Store, so I'm just downloading that now. So hopefully it's done by now. I can fuck with it. But I think it's just like me looking over the player character, and I'm just moving on with the controller probably. But
so what does it move?
I could still look around and stuff. I'm pretty sure it just like views. I could view like other areas or whatever. I don't know. I have no idea. And that's the beauty of it. But Timmy recommended Bound. A lot of people said Bound is I've seen places where it said Bound was pretty good. So I want to give it a shot. Play that demo disc. Thumper VR.
Yeah,
that one's actually pretty cool. I think that one got me like had like motion sickness, I guess, whatever.
Justin and Misa were in your room, your room, your house, your living room, watching Thumper videos for like a while. VR Thumper videos.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. It's sick. It sounds cool. It plays very well. It's very simple.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's also very creepy, kind of. It's interesting as well too. But yeah, no, that's the only things I'm looking forward to playing right now. The other games is like whatever. There's like this one fucking puzzle game that I couldn't understand, and it's I'm not gonna get that game. And I think it's like pre-order or something. It's called Gone Goal GNOG. Nog.
Yeah, that game looked cool. I wanted to play that. It's also not for VR.
Yeah, it isn't.
Yeah.
But it is. The only thing that's VR is like you can look around and see like you could just see like the background, but it's just like everywhere else now, and you can just look around.
It might help with your puzzle solving because you can like look at it differently.
Well, you could rotate it with a controller too, though. That's the thing.
It's true.
So like you don't need to like tilt your head. You can, but it's not needed.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. That's it. That's PlayStation VR. I also have Last of Us, but I think I'll just say that for next week because
we talk all about Last of Us next week.
Yeah, but it's not. I think I'm gonna be playing other games too. So
Last of Us is a great game. Let's just say that. Like that game rules. People should play that game. It holds up. Does it hold up, Q?
It does hold up. I like it. It's really good. I'm surprised how well I enjoyed it. Considering how it's not even that old, right?
It was a PlayStation 3 game.
Oh, fuck off. Damn.
Yeah.
2014.
Oh, it's a late PlayStation 3 game.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I'm actually seeing this for PlayStation 4. Hold on.
No, that's like re-release. Let's check out the
release. Fuck, that's right.
And honestly, they didn't like change the game like for the re-release. They just updated the graphics.
Just 1 year back. It's 2013.
Yeah. So it's what is that? 3 years old?
Yeah.
4 years.
And
4 years.
Yeah, and it's still pretty good. I like it. It's again, it's kind of just. Wait, didn't we talk about Last of Us? We did.
When? Why?
I finished it. I finished it. Well, we talked about the mechanics and the crafting and stuff.
Yeah, it's good.
So we don't really have to talk. Then I'll just. What'd
you think of the story? Did you cry?
The story's good. Didn't cry. I didn't get as attached as much, but I did. I was like, oh my god, hell no. There was a lot of those moments, and there was a lot of like moments where like, can I talk about the ending? Is that okay?
Yeah, no, right? You it's can. Still kinda... Okay, yeah. We're gonna spoil The Last of Us, and we're gonna end the podcast soon. So like,
so you could pretty much just go.
End if you don't want to hear about The Last of Us.
And if you're leaving, bye, love you.
Yeah, love you.
We'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Okay, now that they're gone. So The Last of Us, the ending. Pretty much like what I'm gonna talk about is basically the points where Joel's like in the hospital already with Ellie. Ellie's gone, and now they're in the hospital.
Yeah, the Fireflies are gonna cut open her brain to find the cure.
And Joel's like, hell no! What the fuck you talking about? I don't want you to take Ellie.
Yeah, but that's what Ellie wants.
Yeah, that's what Ellie wants.
Ellie wants to have her brain cut open to save the world. Joel doesn't.
And yeah, and that's the only way to, like, obviously possibly cure everybody. And you know what? I'm with Marlene. That's her name?
Right.
I'm with Marlene and the Fireflies.
Sure.
And Joel isn't, and I'm playing Joel, so I can't have that decision. So
yeah, I like that you can't have that decision because you're playing Joel. So you're not playing you.
Yeah,
I like that a lot. I like that when it's like this character has motivations. Like, I mean, are you kidding me? Like, I'm nothing like Joel. I wouldn't be killing people in the first place. You know, like I would never do anything that he did. But like,
in like, well, like you're talking about like morality, like
he kills situations. So many people.
Not so much like survival, right? Like if you're getting shot, obviously you're gonna kill somebody. You're gonna shoot them back or whatever. But
like. He's like a mercenary. Like, it's like when him and Tess are like, they're like taking on these dangerous like jobs where they go and murder people. Remember, like the first thing you do is you go like kill that dude that
she
stole something from Tess or whatever.
Yeah, Tess hella just shot him in the fucking face.
Yeah, and like it's like Joel's not like, oh, you're crazy, like. Tess, you're being too hard. He's just like, you fucked up.
This is 24/7. This is our life.
Yeah, and but anyway, like honestly, by the end of the game, I got into his like head, right, into his like head. So like when he makes that call, and he makes that call against Ellie's, like he takes away agency from Ellie, and he also like sort of not dooms, but he like doesn't save the world, you know, and then he murders Marlene, and then he lies to Ellie.
He gives a really big lie too.
Yeah, and so he does all this stuff, and at the very end of that game, I was like, yeah, Joel's not a good guy, but I think I would have made the same choice, like where I am, which is fucked up, right? But like you got to that point where it's like, my daughter died, and like this woman, this girl became my like surrogate daughter, you know, like my
replacement daughter.
Yeah, and like I like, or to an extent, you know, like you develop like a familial bond with her, and so like I don't know if he can suffer that heartbreak again, you know, I don't know. And like, I mean, he lies to her, and like the read I love in that game is that like you can read it, you know, he says, she basically asks him what happened at the end, like, cause she was like knocked out the whole time, like why am I alive, basically, right? Like, and he says, you know, it turns out you weren't compatible, you know, whatever. He lied.
Well, they also they had
other.
A lot of other unaffected people, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Yeah, and it's like, so it's whatever. And she's like obviously troubled by hearing this, and then later she stops him and she's like, "Hey, Joel, tell me everything. You know, don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. Like, what happened?
Yeah,
you know,
just
like
swear what happened.
Yeah, like everything you said was the truth, right?" And he says, "I swear." And then it's just
like, ooh.
It's just her face, yeah. And then she just says, "Okay," and it ends, and you're like wondering to yourself, like,
it's weird because we don't know like if Ellie was even awake.
Well, I mean, it's like what, whether or not she was or whatever. Like, it's like, does she believe Joel at the end, and what does that say about their future?
Yeah,
you know, and like, yeah,
because she's obviously acting a little weird, but that's, you know, that's
she's
also
smart. Yeah, she's
like,
a smart person. Like, I don't think she does believe him. And at the end of that's how the game ends. And then the sequel is coming out now, right? Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, yeah.
And so in the trailer for this one, it's like 3 or 4 years later, and Ellie's this like very violent, like angry person apparently for some reason.
Yeah, definitely.
And you know, Joel's in it, and she talks to Joel. But you don't
Joel
see
definitely
Joel's face.
Taught her how to play the guitar as well too.
Yeah, cute.
That's very important.
Cute, actually. I do like that because he always told her he would. Yep. But then you see Joel show up, and like you don't see his face, which I think is interesting. I wonder what that hints at.
Yeah.
And I want to know. I want to know what happened. Like, who does she want to kill? Like, does it have anything to do with the Fireflies and part?
Does it have to do anything with the bodies that are inside the building?
It's called The Last of Us Part 2, not Last of Us 2, meaning it's part 2 of the same story.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting.
Other games are like, well, let's say like Dead Rising 1, another person. Dead Rising 2, different person, right?
Yeah, whether or not it's different person, it's like different story, right? Yeah. Whereas Last of Us Part 2 makes it seem like this is a continuation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Last of Us.
Yeah, Last of Us is great.
We already
also Flamethrower fucking wrecks that like tunnel. You know the tunnel with the 2 bloaters and the like 15 clickers?
Dude, I sneaked around them. I've never used that.
Yeah.
I'd never touched it. I was about to use it towards the end.
I guess you could sneak around them, but it's so fun to just light them up.
Nope, I didn't do that.
I was like, oh, you guys that gave me so much trouble early on. I'm going to shoot one of you with a shotgun right now so everyone hears me and starts running towards me. And then I just flamethrowered them all.
Yeah. I didn't use it at all.
Also,
it was weird.
What about the part where you play as Ellie? How cool is that?
Oh, yeah. I thought it was really cool. When you played her, I was like, what the fuck? That's sick.
Yeah. Also, you should play
And then she has her own like little abilities, too.
Yeah, you should play the DLC.
Yeah, definitely got to play that.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's I think that's it, right? You don't have anything else to add?
I think everyone should play NieR Automata. Do you think we should play Night in the Woods for this week?
What is it? Night in the. I looked it up. It has high reviews.
Yeah, it's supposed to be great. It's been having really good reviews.
It has like 5 stars, 10 out of 10. Well, Night of Nights. That's not it. On the Woods?
Night in the Woods.
In the Woods. Oops. Yeah. Okay, let's just know how to spell. Yeah,
it's got
Steam
86 on Metacritic, yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, is it how much is it?
Let's see. PS4.
You're looking. Yeah, I'm doing that too. We're very PS4 podcast, but we also still play other games.
I mean, if it comes out on Steam instead of PS4, like if it does, PS4 is just so convenient for me. You know what I mean? But like, if I need to, I can get a game on Steam.
It's $20.
$20. Are you down, or do you want to do that some other time?
It's highly. How quick can he? How long to be? If it's not that long, I definitely would. Let's say it is 8.5 hours. This week I have a lot of like studying things to do, but I can't dedicate that on this game.
You can't do it this week.
I might not.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's not do it this week.
Because again, Thursday is the big day for me. I could probably get in before Thursday, whatever.
After Thursday is gonna be.
It's gonna be Zelda all day, every day.
Yeah. So let's just do Night in the Woods later. Like we can do it way later. Yeah, we did Inside way after the fact.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we did Thomas is Alone way after the fact. This game is just like another one of those great indie games that like has been getting a lot of good buzz. So we should check it out. You play as this.
No, definitely.
This cat. She's like, forget her deal.
Yeah.
I think she's like kind of depressed or something. I don't know. Seems fun.
Yeah. College dropout May Brzezowski returns home to the crumbling former mining town of Possum Springs, seeking to resume her aimless former life and reconnect with friends she left behind. Yeah. I guess that's all that's like right now.
All we should know.
Yeah. Let's just do it. Let's do it some other. We'll hold it off. Hopefully it'll be like on sale too, but I mean it's still $20. So
I really like the art design.
Not that bad. Yeah, it looks cute. I like it.
Yeah, it's like, after all these like big old open world blunders, no, they're great, but I mean, after being exhausted by that shit, I want like a quiet small indie game, like Inside. You know, I want something like that.
Yeah, Night in the Woods.
Night in the Woods.
All right, well, that's our podcast for this evening, everybody. Thank you for listening to us. You have been listening to the Binch Bros podcast. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/binchbros.com. What?
Okay, you're going way too fast. Yeah, and you're going too fast for yourself.
Yeah, but it's like it's
you said
fine
facebook.com at binchbros.com.
Yeah, that's not. We don't have binchbros.com. It's facebook.com/binchbros. Also find us on Twitter at binchbrospod. You can also find me maybe streaming starting next week at twitch.tv/xkioo. You can also find us on YouTube and on iTunes at Binch Bros Pod.
Yeah, and
Binch Bros. Sorry.
I will be streaming, maybe not this week, maybe not this month, maybe this year. I will be streaming at some point.
Maybe I should say that too, because I shouldn't really say.
Yeah, I'm going to stream a full playthrough of all the story stuff in Yakuza 0 at some point. Maybe not the side stuff. Then maybe I will do the side stuff. And then I will also do that for NieR Automata at some point. Yeah. And I will also do that for something else. I don't know. I'll probably. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah. But they can find you at
twitch.tv/badfriendsbrigade. I think I did say it.
Okay. I can't remember. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yep, it's our podcast. Thank you for listening, everybody. I'm gonna go to the gym.
I'm gonna watch Game of Thrones.
All right.